How do you go about making $1,000 a month passively with dividend investing? Well, in this video, we're gonna go over just that. Now, there are many people out there touting how amazing dividends are, especially when it comes to the elusive passive income. And they are awesome, and they can make you serious passive income. With that said, I think there is a lot of confusion around them, and it's not really just that simple. So in this video, we're gonna pull back the veil on how they work, the best dividend stocks to invest in, how you can use them to make money, and the realistic outcome of dividend investing. This is day 21 of 100 Days of Finance, where the entire goal is to give you more personal finance education in 100 days than most people receive in their entire lifetime. As always, my name is Derek, and I got my degree in finance, so you don't have to. Let's get right into the video. So first and foremost, dividends are basically a company paying you part of the profits, because in essence, when you buy a stock, you are buying ownership in that company. Now, why is it that not all companies pay dividends? Well, because some companies, especially high growth companies, are more concerned with growing, which means that they invest any and all profits back into the business, or simply, they don't turn a profit yet. You'd be surprised at how many major brand names don't actually make any money. Okay, so then which ones actually do pay a dividend? Usually it's more established companies who are more mature in the business life cycle. That is fantastic. And for the average investor also doesn't really fucking matter. And that is because most investors are better served investing in a dividend fund, not individual dividend stocks. And that's because when you handpick stocks as opposed to investing in ETFs, while there is higher risk, there is also usually higher reward. Because if a single stock goes up, say 100%, and you have a lot of money invested in that stock, your money also goes up significantly. But when it comes to dividend investing, the same risk to reward trade-off doesn't necessarily apply. And that's because most established companies who pay out dividends don't really pay out significantly more than the company next door. I mean, some definitely pay out more than others, but usually the risk trade-off isn't good enough to risk your hard-earned money handpicking dividend stocks. So instead, you usually want to hold a dividend-paying ETF, or a few of them. These are basically ETFs whose main focus are primarily holding stocks that pay out dividends. And the reason that this is good is because you can get similar returns while being way more diversified. And remember, diversification is key for long-term survival and growth in the stock market. Okay, so now I want to do two things. The first is to go over some of the best dividend ETFs, and the second is to break down how to reach that elusive $1,000 a month in dividend income. So let's do just that. Now, in regards to the best dividend ETFs, I will be releasing an in-depth video specifically on this topic in this series. So if you haven't already, make sure to like this video. This kind of tells YouTube that you are interested in this topic, so you don't miss the best dividend ETF video when it comes out. But anyways, for this video's purpose, here's a quick list of what I consider some of the best dividend ETFs, and my reasons for liking them. The first is the SPDR Dividend Aristocrats ETF. The whole premise with this ETF is to hold companies that have consistently raised their dividends over the last 10 years. This is of course a good sign for the companies, and it also theoretically means that your payouts will increase over time. Now, this ETF pays out quarterly. And I know there are a ton of videos out there talking about dividends that pay out monthly, but honestly, who gives a shit? Seriously, think about it. The yearly payout yield is what actually matters. And that yield is going to be the same regardless of if it pays out monthly, quarterly, or yearly. The only possible benefit for a shorter payout time is that it allows you to reinvest those dividends either in more dividends or in something like a high yield savings account. But if we are after it for purely income purposes, then the payout cycle doesn't really matter. So don't get caught up in bullshit buzzwords. Anyways, the payout ratio, which is the actual thing that matters for the Dividend Aristocrats ETF, is a little over 2.2%. Make sure to focus on that number, not how often it pays out. Okay, now how about for a slightly higher dividend yield? I like the Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. This pays about 1% higher than the Dividend Aristocrats. Just remember, like always, higher reward usually means higher risk. But there is some good news even for this one. The price of this ETF has consistently increased over the last 5 years, and that of course is a good sign. And And my last choice, after completely ragging on monthly dividend payouts, I'm going to give you one that does pay out monthly. But it's more so because I think the ETF is decent, it just so happens to pay out monthly. So if you must have monthly payouts, then the Invesco S&P 500 high dividend, low volatility ETF is a good choice. That's a mouthful. Now its price has basically broken even over the last 5 years. So this is purely a dividend play, but it does pay out decently at above 4%. So those are some good dividend ETFs to consider. Now I want to go over that golden number of $1,000 a month in dividend payouts. This is a milestone in most people's financial journeys, and it is a great milestone for you to try and achieve. But it's not just that simple as investing in dividend stocks and ETFs. Okay, well, I guess it is. But what I mean is it takes a decent amount of money. Even if we use the highest paying ETF above, which is over 4%, in order to generate $1,000 a month in dividend income, you would need close to $300,000 invested. Now, your first thought might be that that's impossible, and that maybe you should give up on your dreams of passive income through dividends. And while I understand that thought, that is not what you should do. You should realize that anything good in life takes effort, and that making money takes one of three things: either your time, your skills, or your money. You can leverage any of these three to make money, but only one of these gives you passive income, and that is leveraging your money. So don't give up on the dream. Just understand that it will take time, and it will take a commitment to your investing. And it will also take delayed gratification, which is one of the things that humans struggle the most with. You will have to delay your gratification now in order to invest money, which will benefit you in the future. Now that number, $1,000 per month, will be more quick to achieve for some rather than others. If you can invest $1,000 every single month from your paycheck, you will get there faster than someone who's investing $100 a month. But either way, it will take time and dedication. And no matter where you fall on the income spectrum, high or low, you should put an emphasis on increasing your income and saving more from each one of your paychecks, because those are the two things that you can do to get closer to financial freedom quicker. Now understand that this is a journey that every single one of us undertakes. And yes, some have it easier than others, but that is not the point. The point is to fight for what you want in this life, regardless of how difficult that is. Each person was given a different set of cards, and all we can do is play our cards to the best of our ability to get you closer to the life that you want every single day. And I truly believe that the one thing that can change more people's lives than anything else is to continue to grow your understanding of personal finance, so you can make better, smarter financial decisions, because small choices every single day add up much quicker than you might imagine. So let's continue to do just that. Let's keep learning and growing our financial education as we progress through our journey of 100 days of finance. Look, I love this stuff, you guys. It's been my passion for over a decade, and I truly believe that personal finance and investing can be very powerful if harnessed the right way. And that is the whole aim of this channel. As always, my name is Derek, and I got my degree in finance, so you don't have to. And I will see you in tomorrow's video, where we will be going over all things credit cards, how they work, why the interest rates are so high, and how you can use them for your advantage instead of being used by them. I love you guys, and I wish you nothing but the absolute best in life. So I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a great rest of your day.